Ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages, Late Bloomers in GLB Production proudly presents to you the main man, Artie in the AEW is Jericho shirt.
Damn right.
Oh, we got my main man, Chris in the Just Super Saiyan. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
T-shirt. And they got me, that blur with attitude. CT. And we are the three not so wise men talking wrestling. And if you ain't down with that, we got two words for you. Okay, and?
Fuck it.
We're here.
Yeah, we all have two words individually for you guys, basically, is what I'm saying.
Yeah. I mean, if you haven't gotten it.
We are back with another episode. You know, we've been gone, but not gone. Things have been just like crazy. And yeah, sorry about that, everybody. We promised to get back on track and get some type of coordination into this. But my co-host, my brother cousin, what's up?
Man, listen, it has been a crazy week and a half, 2 weeks, however you want to put it, from the last time I record. We done had illnesses in the house. I had to move to third shift for about a week and a half. It's been a lot that's been going on. The only thing that has remained consistent is that wrestling has been awesome.
Yeah, there's some good ass wrestling happening.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, I got some critiques for AEW, and this is one of those rare times that I do, but it's not like real.
Mm-hmm. No, actually, shockingly enough, I've been hearing that a lot lately from a lot of different individuals, other podcasts, other like just regular wrestling fans who don't have a podcast. Excuse me, sorry. But a lot of people have been saying that the past few AEWs have been, something's been missing. And they've been like making it equivalent to Raw and SmackDown. And I'm like, oh God.
Oh no. See, my critique is not. No, I couldn't do that. But my critiques is my understanding is that the last couple of months has been the holiday season. So you know you don't have a bunch of people sitting down watching wrestling throughout the holiday season, Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's. So all of that time is busy. So I can understand them, mailing it in. Hey, we gonna power down a little bit and start back up for the new year, which is kind of like what they did with these last two episodes. Three episodes, because we got Dark. I mean, not Dark, but Rampage. But yeah, there's been a lot of stuff that, they powered down. I guess some people wanted to go see their family and all this other. So it's, family time. So I wouldn't put that much on them. And there's rumors of releases happening. So, you don't want to, they probably are not putting people in stories that should be in stories because they might be gone. So I see my critiques is more along stuff that has been on long going and issues that I've seen. Like, I'll get into it later, but yeah, everybody's had critiques and everybody is short vision on it. So,
How are you feeling, Chris?
3 hours of sleep. I'm here, man.
3 hours of sleep, and then you got to go back to work soon. Hey, let's just get it popping.
Yeah.
What do we want to start first?
We start with AEW. Let's get that out the way since we already talking about it.
There has been a lot happening in AEW lately. We've had the Bryan Danielson versus Adam Page.
Not yet.
Part two.
Not yet.
And we had the three judges, Jerry Lynn, Mark Henry, and the no BS, Paul White. Almost got me there.
Almost.
As the judges. what did you guys think about the match? And what do you think about, we might as well talk about his next up and coming opponent. But what do you think about
You already know. All right, I guess I started off.
Yep.
Hangman beat him clean. That is a crazy thing. It wasn't his first. He got 2 draws, 1 defeat, Bryan Danielson, and he lost cleanly. Not like no distraction, anything. It was a good ass match, and with this, it does show that you can lose clean and not lose any type of momentum or power or anything like that. Because that match was like, all right, first one went 60 minutes to a draw. This one, it went just over 30, and they put an end to it. So it really made Hangman look. It really got a Hangman over. Like, and in that way, it's like I was worried about his title reign, because his payoff was so big. How can you sustain when you have that such a big payoff? It's kind of like Big E's payoff on Raw. When he won his, everybody was so excited, and it was like, what now? And it just felt good, but it wasn't like, oh my God, this reign is crazy. Yeah. So it's like, so now Hangman is over. And he's going against my boy Lance Archer next. It looks like so. This is going to be this. It looks like they're taking a conscious effort onto Hangman's title reign. They put him in with somebody super technical, got him over. Now they about to put him in with a monster.
Yeah. And
if he wins this is going to get him over. And this is the one thing, and I heard it from Simon Miller on World Culture Wrestling. He said that it's AEW's job to make me believe that Lance Archer could possibly be champion. Because honestly, as much as I love Lance Archer, it doesn't feel like he could be champion. Like, it doesn't feel like he's been through the mud to get to this point. Even though he's been a New Japan champion, he's been TNT champion at one point. Real quick,
he was the IWGP United States.
Yeah, my fault. Yeah, isn't that a branch off of New Japan though? Like,
yes.
That's what I meant about that. Yeah, but he's been in that. So he's been the champion, but also in the areas where he was champion that he didn't got a lot of time in. So it was understood and respected. Here he's been back and forth with indie promos, especially when what's his name?
Roberts.
No. With the dude that Bryan Danielson went in on that pre-show match. It's not Nagasaki. It's
Suzuki.
Minoru Suzuki. Yeah, when Suzuki was going through his tour.
Oh yeah. Because
their tag teams.
He's a part of his New Japan stable.
Yeah, so he's been back and forth. So AEW fans might not feel like he could win or he should be winning. So
I see him coming back, since we all know that he did get injured.
Yeah, he did.
I can see him taking that time off and being like, all right, I'm coming back as a monster. You might not think that I'm hungry, but that time off that I had, that was time off that I didn't want. That was time off from an injury that made me like into my feelings or whatever, and made me even hungrier. So now that I'm back, just like Dan Lambert's like, yo, don't miss your opportunity. Don't miss your opportunity. It's like, yo, I'm gonna take full accountability of my actions and take full force of what I want. And what I want is to challenge you for that title. You think that you're the big shot and that you're the head honcho right now? Well, prove it to me. And I'm gonna show everybody that I am the next contender for the title, or in the contention.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, even though he got that, like, I'm a monster, everybody dies. He gotta. I'm gonna say this: in order for it to feel like this might be a problem, there gotta be a build, and Lance gotta get some squash matches against some big names, like not just like regular squash match. He needs to get somebody reputable. Like, okay,
so he needs to have like a Warlow CM Punk type of match.
Yeah, where whoever the big star is, like CM Punk was getting his shit. He was getting his shit off. We already starting cussing. I'm sorry. He's getting his shit off, but Warlow just eventually started dominating. If we can get to where he's starting a couple of matches like that against, he doesn't even have. It could be, he could take on Pride and Powerful in a handicap match, and he wins decisively.
I could see them feeding like Jay Lethal to him. And that maybe like some of the other like lower tier. Like
that's the thing.
They don't, because right now they don't have anybody right now, because Jungle Boy and them are the tag team champions. MJF is MJF. Like the four pillars are the four pillars. Yeah. So they can't be, and they're already in their feuds. So that's, I guess, bring up somebody from Dark Elevation. So I bring a couple of those guys up, and he squashed them.
See, I know that's the issue. You squashing all of it. You squashing Shawn Dean. You squashing Jay Lethal. It's cool, but that doesn't say, hey, I'm a winner, or I'm a monster. It's like, yeah, these guys. If he squashed Powerhouse Hobbs, that'd be something. Like he takes on,
but. Isn't he a heel? So why would he? You have to think on like the face side of it.
I understand.
Like, who is a face? Because like he's not. He could probably beat like some of the Dark Order. But then that's But him fighting the Dark Order would be too close to Bryan Danielson.
Yeah.
But that's another issue. But that's the conundrum.
He can beat up -10. Just kidding. We don't harm -10. We don't condone harming any child.
But here's the thing. And Lance Archer is not technically a heel. He's not technically a face. He's like an anti-face. He's just an angry guy that everybody dies. So I can see him going against heels and faces, but he got to go against somebody reputable. And that's where the issue lies. If he goes against Dark Order, he's going to make me hate him for hurting John Silver. Hopefully John Silver is not touched in that. But if he goes against Dark Order, it would be like Bryan Danielson. But that is the issue. That's one of my big issues with the whole MJF thing that's going on right now. It's the same story recycled. But I'll get into that a little later. And that's where I say AEW has to show that he's that he's worthy of it. And squashing people that is on Dark is not going to be that. So they got to figure that out. And if they figure it out, hats off to them. But if they don't,
I mean, what if they have it being the men of the year come out and they attack Hangman, and up into the build, it's him tagging with Hangman Page to feed off Dan Lambert and Men of the Year.
Oh, you mean like can they coexist buddy cop what WWE has been doing for the past couple of years? Can they coexist?
Yeah, I mean, it's not even can they coexist. It'd be like Lance Archer would take over the whole match. Like just how you kind of said had the tag team match with Pride and Powerful, but it'd be a tag team match, but he would take on
He'll take on both of them. Yeah. And I can
tag in Hangman Page.
Or he actually starts beating Hangman's ass while he's tag team partners with him, which just makes him a complete asshole and a badass. And I can see that, and that could work. And I can see him fighting,
tagging himself in and then wrecking house.
Yeah.
Because if him just letting Hangman Page get like beat up, I feel that's cheap heat.
No, I didn't say let him get beat up. I said he beats him up. he's on his team kicking his ass. Like he's trying to get in, and then he was like, you know what? You want to tag? Bitch, that's your tag. Like, yeah, like that'll be something that's a little different from what's going on now. But yeah, Chris, I know that it's Lance Archer, so I got a little winded with that. But
yeah, I know.
yeah.
As soon as he came out, I was like, "Oh, they gonna love this." I tweeted it.
Oh yeah, I saw that. I didn't even like it though, but yeah, I was caught up in a lot. But what you think about the everything with that?
So I like the second match a little bit more because it was a little more intense. There's a little more urgency in Hangman, so that was cool. Yeah. The Archer thing is interesting, but like you said, they got to build him up so it actually feels like he can beat Hangman. Like at this point, it's just like it's predictable, and it's not the good predictable, because I don't think nobody want Hangman to lose after just that war with Danielson. So
yeah. Oh.
I was like, is camera froze?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Yeah, so that would be the entire thing, the whole crux of AEW trying to put somebody over who hasn't really been in the story or the roster. So yeah.
And that's another thing. That's just it's like a comparison between WWE and AEW. They got trouble building like top faces. They good with the heels. It's just when they need a baby face to actually come in, take on the heel, it's kind of hard to get behind them. As everybody always cheer for the bad guy.
Yeah, I mean, and that is really that's another issue that I have. Like everybody's a badass.
Yeah.
Which is one of the reasons why I'm actually liking Cody in this situation. Because he's not really a badass, and he's one of the only people that is really being hated.
Yeah.
But I said this, hold on one second. Yeah, but I said this to you. I said that everybody is going to be a face and a heel in certain regards. That if Cody is going to be a heel to somebody because they just love Chris Jericho too much, or Chris Jericho is going to be a face because they really hate Men of the Year. Like they're not really faces or heels. They're just people in situations. Right, so this is one of the times. This is one of the times where he should get like the Moxley treatment, and I would say that like he should get it. That would be it. We got him back. Yeah, we got him back.
Yeah, I don't know what just happened. That was weird.
Yeah. Oh, but I was talking about how Chris was talking about how AEW is not good with building faces because everybody just loves the heels.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so it's really hard. But I was talking about how I had this conversation with him when it started that there's going to be situational faces and heels. Like Chris Jericho is a heel until he fights Man of the Year, and now he's a face. Because everybody loved Malachi Black, Cody seemed heelish. Like he looked like the heel because everybody hated him. So, but I said that's one of the reasons why I'm liking Cody now, because out of everybody trying to be badasses, Cody is still technically a face. He's trying to do things the right way. He's trying to do all of this. And so he's one of those genuine faces like Hangman Adam Page. But the what I was saying is that Lance Archer probably needs the Moxley treatment. He got this goal in mind, but there's going to be a couple people that gets in his way. Like he wanted to be champion, trying to get to Chris Jericho at one point, but Kenny Omega kept coming in the way. So he was sidetracked by that, so there should be some sidetracking issues to where he just got to overcome some obstacles in order to actually to look like it's really worth it. They should do another dark match with him. Like, I love the fact that AEW don't do too many things to the point where when they bring something back, it's like, okay, that's cool. I'll rock with that. If they
it's
do,
been a while.
yeah. I thought it was a little weird that they did 2 draws in less than 6 months, but but that's still out of the 2 years that they've been going. It's still like what 5 draws altogether. So they got Cody and Sammy.
Oh, okay, that's the one I forgot.
Yeah, they got Cody and Sammy.
It's
2 by Daniel.
Yeah, 2 by Daniel, which is Kenny and Hangman.
And that was Pac and Kenny, wasn't it?
I think it was Pac and Kenny. Pac and Kenny I think they had a draw.
Yeah.
So that's 4.
I mean, talking about Pac, do you think that he's going to join?
Yes.
Brody King.
It's over.
In the House of Black.
Only way that I can accept it is if Penta and Ray goes there too, and that'll be the House of Black. But Death Triangle is still intact. I'm really not liking. No, they're not done.
It's done.
I mean, seeing that we don't want, we want to wish Ray Phoenix a speedy recovery.
Yes.
And we are glad that it wasn't broken and that it was more dislocated, but still looked.
Yeah, it still looked pretty bad.
Still sounded disgusting. Huh?
Yeah.
But seeing that both of them are going on their own paths.
Man.
Sorry.
You're all right.
The dog like Ray Phoenix.
Yeah.
Yeah, with Ray Phoenix still being hurt, and we saw Penta go against Matt Hardy. Who is to say that they just don't take him and send him off on his way, and it's just kind of it's all over the stuff. Kind of a small breakup of the group.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
once Pac's promo, it felt like he was kind of against it, but it's like they kind of hinted at him joining Malachi.
No, and then when Ray Phoenix comes back, Penta and Ray can feud against Aleister Black or Malachi Black. Sorry,
who the hell is Aleister Black?
I don't know who this person is. Malachi Black and Brody King, and then all of a sudden we don't know. It's kind of a Lesnar, Heyman, Reigns thing. He's like, oh, you don't know which side Pac's going to be on, and all of a sudden he just
Or the Paragon and the Young Bucks.
Yo, can we talk about their name though? Kings of the Black Throne. Oh my God! When I heard that, I was like, they top tier already.
Yeah, that's an awesome band name. That is a rock band name if I heard it.
Yeah, I mean, both of them are I want to say they are musicians. I know
Brody is too. He got I think it's like God's Hate is Brody's band name. God's Hate, yeah. So if they both are, and Malachi got Selena Vega. So, man, that guy's winning all over the place. Got a round of applause. He got the queen.
I guess speaking of that,
and the king,
Brody King made his debut. Honestly, I felt like no one really was popped about it. People were just sitting on their hands when he debuted.
And I popped.
You guys. Well, I mean, the people inside the arena kind of just felt like they were just like, oh, okay.
Coming from the casual fan, we don't know who Brody is. If we want to be honest about everything, we don't know who Brody is because I'm doing the whole wrestling thing right now. We doing this podcast. It's my job to figure out who he is. I'm hearing all the rumors that Brody is going to be here, and I find out that he's tagged. And so he
is the current PWG Tag Team Champion
with Malachi.
Malachi.
Yeah, and he's in the Ring of Honor, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
So
that's what else we need to speak of.
yeah, we do need to speak on Ring of Honor, but yeah, that's the thing. As a casual fan, I have no idea of Ring of Honor because I couldn't get access. Like, so there's a lot of issues that went with it. It's kind of like when the Blade, the Butcher, and the Blade and the Butcher came. That wasn't a big pop for them because people didn't know who they were. We don't know who Brody King is. We know who Malachi is because of his past stint in WWE. So it's kind of like, oh, okay, he's cool. When they start seeing that he's a beast, then they're going to start cheering for him or hating him. I don't know how they're going to do that because Malachi is just gold right now. He's spitting Julius Hart face and everybody loves him. Like this is ridiculous.
It was so like Julia Hart's sister called her afterwards because she thought that Malachi really hurt her sister. That's how like crazy like Malachi's character is right now, and I'm kind of glad that. Wait, who did he? Nope, never mind. He was feuding with the Varsity Blondes. Yeah. So now I think no, he's still feuding with them. Yeah. That's who attacked at
Yeah, that's who came out to try to jump him and that brought in Brody. Yeah.
Which, I mean, I'm glad that Pillman Jr. and them are getting some shine on Dynamite. I wish they would win one.
Yeah.
Just one. But it's okay.
They're gonna get there. Like
yeah, like it's everybody has their time.
Yeah, and you can see it coming for them, cause all right, I'm not a big Brian Pillman Jr. fan as far as the way that he talks, but he's like one of those guys that has heart. So even though he sounds ridiculous to me, is not what he's saying or how he's saying it. Is the emotion that is conveying with it, where it's like, oh, he got something. He got something, and he's passionate, and like his father was passionate. He's just not crazy. So yeah, so he's gonna go there. Griff Garrison, he reminds me of Jungle Boy. So he's gonna be pushed. He's a pretty boy. He's actually cool, and you know he probably will be a badass once they get rid of the Letterman. But you know, Jungle Boy. It took time for Jungle Boy to go and grow into Jungle Man. So
yeah, that's true. Like everything has a process within AEW. I think they're so used to the WWE type of mindset that they don't want to wait for the process. And that's what I'm thinking people are going by now, because everybody's been talking about how there's just something missing with AEW or something that's not hitting, which, I mean, after watching ups and downs with AEW Dynamite, I saw that there were so many interruptions.
Yeah.
So
I really do think that was a troll that AEW did for Simon. Like I really think that, because there's no way, because you know they do that when Vince was talking about we'll never do that blood and gut stuff to his shareholders. What do? We gonna make this a live TV event, and every time somebody says something, they was like, you know what? Or when Bobby Lashley said he was gonna shove that briefcase up his ass, and then all of a sudden you seen AEW go shit crazy. Like so I think that it was a troll. Like and if you know, that's funny.
I think Simon has to know that. It's like, hey Simon, what if AEW was actually trolling you? Because you know, here's the thing, everybody who's listening, the WWE superstars and AEW wrestlers, they're all humans.
Mm-hmm.
They listen to like some of the stuff that we all say, and let's be honest, just like your favorite NBA player, soccer player, football player, etc., they're all sensitive. I'm just gonna call a spade a spade. They're all sensitive. So when you're talking to them line, be caring, be nice. Don't you know they're humans too? Why you gotta be so rude? We're about to get a copyright anyway. Copyright, yeah.
Yeah, let's hope not. Please, let's not get copyrighted. Because, hold on. Yeah,
well,
I'm doing this right now. You keep talking. Keep talking.
But going back to AEW, I shall say, we had some more of, again, Penta and Matt Hardy facing each other, which that was a really good match, if I don't say so myself.
Yeah.
And then afterwards, I guess Darby Allin and Sting wanted to come out, but tonight there's supposed to be a music video being dropped by The Acclaimed.
Yeah, I can't wait.
And they're dropping it on Sting and Darby Allin. So I'm just saying, watch out for our boys, The Acclaimed, tonight. I'll let everybody know at the end what time it's going to be out.
Speaking of The Acclaimed, I just want to say, Max Caster has one of the most beautiful, ever since like HBK, top elbow drops I've ever seen. Good God, if you see them on Wednesday, I was like, oh my God, that was a thing of beauty right there. I just want to say that.
Yeah, he does. And I like the fact that they feel genuine and corny at the exact same time. Yeah, it's amazing.
Love it. Love that claim.
But yes, which at which there we go. They, I believe, are next in line for the tag team title shot.
Yep, they said they ranked one. So
That's awesome. That's awesome. It's a shame that I hope they put on a good long match, because as far as the Acclaim, they're going to be a tag team champ soon. Because there's go ahead.
Oh no, keep going real quick.
Okay, no, they're going to be tag team champs soon. When I say soon, AEW's process is a year or two, pretty much, because they got to have certain people touch it. So I say probably 2023, it'll be the year of the Acclaimed, because man, they're good. They're good as jerks. They're good as, like, even oh man, name escaping me now. The other guy from the Acclaim.
Anthony Bowens.
Yeah, Bowens. He is freaking phenomenal when it comes to him just popping in to make statements. Like he'll interrupt old boy, and he's just, you think that this is. I'm like, man, this dude is reading them right now. That boy's amazing. So, but yeah, what were you saying, CT?
Forget. Oh well.
Yeah.
I'll come back to it. Because I started tweeting to Simon Miller, like, hey, what if AEW's just trolling you?
Yeah.
But hold on. Keep talking real quick, you guys, and I'll try to think of it, because I know it's on the tip of my tongue.
Okay. All right. So we were just talking about the Acclaim and MJF. I mean, not MJF, but Matt Hardy. I am waiting for.
Got it.
All right. Well, I'm waiting for Jeff to get here, because that is about to be amazing. Because
I am waiting to see how quickly Max Caster tells. What's his name again?
Anthony
Luchasaurus, motherfucker.
Oh, Luchasaurus.
Yeah. Tell Luchasaurus that, like, he's extinct, like in Jurassic Park. We're trying to bring something type of Jurassic Park.
Oh, he is going to do that.
Punchline. Or extinction.
Come on.
That being said, all right, now my thoughts have gone away.
All right. Yeah, I'm trying to make sure that we got this hour. So let me step away. I'm about to mute myself real quick.
Alrighty then. So we also had, two amazing title defenses or like regaining the title from Sammy Guevara, as he won the TNT title from Dustin Rhodes, which he has just been like put out there that he has COVID-19. So please get well soon. Like, I guess I'm saying everybody needs to get tested, like, because Cody had it, now Dustin has it. Hey, you might as well just go ahead and test everybody, which in turn, I guess that's what happened within the WWE, was like a lot of people allegedly was catching it. So that's why a lot of people weren't showing up on shows or whatnot. So all in all, we wish him a speedy recovery. But did you see this? And I mean this in such a polite way. Did you see this old man give Sammy Guevara a freaking Canadian destroyer off a freaking into a table? Like, bro, your tailbones. Your tailbone.
Man,
Ow.
Dustin is a beast.
Like,
yeah, that hurt though.
Like, it hurt. But then, Sammy Guevara won. Everybody's like, oh, we don't like them having an interim title. Bro, they do that in UFC as well. So I might as well. That brings an extra, like, I don't know, side piece to this glorious rivalry master meal that they have with Sammy Guevara and Cody Rhodes.
And it's after the story.
Yeah, it's basically the Intercontinental title with, I believe, Razor Ramon and Shawn Michaels.
Yeah.
So
such a good storyline.
So that can easily happen. So I'm all for it. He actually defended the title against Garcia on Dynamite, which they had a banger of a match.
Daniel Garcia, man. I'll say that when he first showed up, this kid, oh my God, he is gonna be something big.
Yeah, he is pretty much showing like, yo, NXT missed out tremendously off me. And they just had a nice little title match, which then at the end of that, didn't they set up what match did they set up next?
It's setting up Jericho versus Kingston.
Yeah. But they're piggybacking off of Pride and Powerful, which, I mean, let's call a spade. And I know Audie has muted himself, so he won't be able to like speak right now. But is Chris Jericho the reason Pride and Powerful has not become the tag team champion so far? Because, let's see, didn't Chris Jericho and MJF go for the tag team championships instead of the Pride and Powerful? So is Chris Jericho, Eddie Kingston being right when saying that Chris Jericho is not only rude, he's an a-hole. Chris, what do you think about Chris Jericho, real quick, being a complete a-hole?
Face. I mean, Kingston ain't lied. I'm just saying.
You will not. Okay? You will not. We're going to have to talk about this all the time, but you will not disrespect Y2J like that. You will not disrespect the Ayatollah of rock and roll. He is not an asshole, and it wasn't his fault. They weren't ready. They weren't ready.
They weren't
ready. Have you not? Oh, wait, you probably haven't. But when they were in Impact with LAX, yo, they were the hottest thing since Fish Grease. And they were with Conan and Diamante. So, all right. We'll be back. If you want to put your promotion in right here, hit us up.
Subscribe because it's the right thing to do.
But like I was saying before, for any promotion who wants to, have their promotion not really talked about, but we promote you on here. We'll talk about the dates that you're running. We'll talk about your main event, some of your wrestlers. Just let us know. Just get a hold of us at the Not So Three Wise Men podcast. You can find us out on Twitter and Instagram, or you can hit us up individually. And we would love to take care of you all. That being said, we're going back to our AEW hot take, and I'm gonna let Audie go off because I said one of his favorite wrestlers is an a-hole.
Yes, he was not an a-hole. He was protecting them because at that time when that tag, do you realize what was going on in that tag team division at that time? This is
Lucha Brothers versus FTR.
No, this is pre-COVID. They had the what is it? Private Party. They had Young Bucks. They had Pride and Powerful. They had
Lucha Brothers.
They had Lucha Brothers. They had a division that was ridiculous, which is another issue that I'm having with them, but I'm not going to go back. They had a division that was ridiculous to the point where Kenny and Hangman actually were tag team champions. It was ridiculous.
People who run the show become the first tag team champions.
Listen, I understand what you're saying. But you also got to remember that. Wait, who were they the first? They weren't the first.
I don't believe they were the first.
No, they weren't.
It was SCU.
SCU were tag team champions first, and for the record, the Young Bucks got eliminated in the first round, and they ran the actual promotion. So, they was trying to be fair at that time.
That was just a joke.
Yeah, but Pride and Powerful.
They're not Triple H-ing it.
They're not. They're amazing. But Chris Jericho had them where they were supposed to be. They couldn't get over the hump. And yes. And I'm saying that jokingly, because honestly, the beefs were the beefs. So they were always distracted because it wasn't just Chris Jericho's issue. It was an Inner Circle issue. Inner Circle versus the Elite. Inner Circle versus the Man of the Year and all that. MJF. See, that's who it was. It's MJF's fault because he done went in and said, oh yeah, we could be the tag team champions, Chris. And he put that thing in his head and then he just fucked everything up. So that's MJF's fault, and I applaud MJF for fucking that up for him because now there's dissension in the ranks because now they feel like Chris Jericho did play them.
Do you think Pride and Powerful will leave?
Yes, and this is gonna hurt because I love the fucking Inner Circle, but they are gonna leave, and it's gonna I don't know how this is going to go because when they leave, it's going to be a beef. But now it's going to be Pride and Powerful and Eddie Kingston versus Chris Jericho, Jake Hagar, and Sammy. So it'll be Chris Jericho and Sammy Hagar versus Pride and Powerful and Eddie Kingston. So, yeah. So and that is going to hurt. I was just about to get the Converse. The Inner Circle Converse off shop AEW. Yeah.
I mean, you all know that wrestlers always come back together. So you can always do that.
Oh yeah, no, they can. But in kayfabe, I'm heartbroken.
So what do you think about Wardlow losing to CM Punk?
I think, and this is my issue. This is the first big issue that I have. I said last time that whole storyline of you got to get through all of these people before you get to me is getting old. He did that with Chris. He did that with Cody. He did that with Chris Jericho. He's doing it with CM Punk now. And that is, I mean, and he's doing it in different ways. Like first it was the trial for Cody, then it was the I can't remember what he called it. Yeah, and
the
now
Labors
he's
of Jericho.
The Labors of Jericho, and now he's just angry and saying, "You know who we're going against next?" Like but it's the same role, it's the same game. I'm tired of it. Like I love MJF, but this is the same thing that you've done for 3 seasons.
But I mean, maybe that's just the type of heel that he is.
Yeah. But
he's like, yo, if I have my cronies, I'm gonna use my cronies. I'm not gonna put myself in that in harm's way.
And so now, if that's going to be the thing, you're about to lose me as me saying that you're one of the greatest heels ever, because now you're lacking creativity. Like honestly, you lacking creativity. I would the way that he portrayed himself, he literally could have put himself as the Ted DiBiase of this. Money can buy anything, and he's playing on it, but it could really have been money could buy anything. Which now, when I saw this happen, I did say, hey, Andrade could be the Ted DiBiase of this. Like, but I think that Wardlow, because I got to go back to that. I think that Wardlow is about to become a face. I think that Wardlow. I hope the difference is he joins CM Punk in this whole fight as the face. So now the story doesn't break off until one person gunning for MJF. It's 2 people now. So
now I have to watch out for 2 sides.
Yeah, and so
maybe he's not cool with him either. Well, CM Punk either. He's just doing his own thing, but he still has to look out from 2 sides.
Yeah. So that adds depth to this story. But other than that, I can't wait for Wardlow to be realized as a fucking monster that he is. He needs to get a manager, and I think Shawn Spears is going to do a great job at that.
No, be manager of who?
Wardlow.
Oh no, he's gonna have to destroy Shawn Spears before he can get to Wardlow.
He's not going to destroy Shawn Spears. Then that's.
You really think Shawn Spears is going to leave?
Yes.
What? Okay. What? And you're in the right mind. You've been in Texas too long, drinking that Texas water. What in your right mind makes you think that Shawn Spears is going to leave with Wardlow?
Okay. First of all, I have been more right than wrong. Let's get that out there. I've been more right than wrong. But Wardlow, out of this whole entire thing, Shawn Spears has been the protector. He's been doing and saying he's been his accountability buddy, and he was like, yeah, this, that, and the third. But in that moment where Wardlow was about to snap, who stopped him?
No, he's stopping him from getting over. He's like, no more power bombs. No power bombs.
You don't get to be
Let's go to the back. And then what does he do? He hits somebody with a steel chair to take all the shine.
No, but I'm talking about where MJF, he was about to break MJF off something vicious. Shawn Spears stopped him. Shawn Spears is the only one that has really been able to talk to Wardlow. He don't pay nobody attention.
Because FTR is just doing their own thing and trying to fight them boys.
Yeah.
What? But no, Shawn Spears was put in charge to be his accountability buddy by MJF.
Yes, but now
why? Shawn Spears has not been fucked over by MJF yet.
No, he hasn't. But he has really been enjoying this ride with Wardlow. And now you put in the fact that Wardlow needs a mouthpiece. Because if Wardlow goes face, who's going to be his mouthpiece in this whole entire situation? Who?
Mm-hmm.
Nobody except Shawn. Except
Maybe
Shawn.
he just needs to come in there, power bomb, and leave.
He is
Powerbomb party.
He is dealing with MJF and CM Punk. He needs a person on the mic. There's no way that he is going to get over as a face on MJF while he's feuding with CM Punk and not have somebody on the mic speaking for him. There's no way that's going to happen. And they're trying to put him over, especially with the rumors of WWE is looking at him. So he needs a mouthpiece, and there's only one connection to that mouthpiece, and that is Shawn Spears. Shawn Spears is going to choose the winning side, and that is going to be the big thing. I'm telling you, he is like, I thought about this, because Tully, he's already pretty much kind of pissed off at Tully from the whole time where he was being silly, and Tully was like, you walking around showing your underwear and all this other stuff, because that has been a story that has been played in the background for a minute. Tully stopped dealing with Shawn Spears once they got into the Pinnacle. They don't talk like that. You see the interaction changing from Tully going from Shawn Spears to FTR. You see MJF making Shawn Spears his accountability buddy, and the only person that has been able to calm the big guy, calm the Incredible Hulk, is this guy that say, hey, baby, you're beautiful. Don't do it. You're beautiful. This, that, and the third. And so out of all of this, he's the only thing that is going to help him get over. And that is now.
Maybe you are thinking outside of the box since you are the casual fan. So I'll give you that. How I see it going, Wardlow kind of moves Shawn Spears to the side. He steps towards MJF. Shawn Spears, he's the chairman. Right to the back. Accountability buddy, he's going to be accountable. Whack up, starts beating him with the chair, which then sets up Wardlow versus Shawn Spears to get to MJF, because that's typically how it works in wrestling.
No, and I understand that that's typically how it works in wrestling, but we're not dealing with WWE, okay? We're not dealing with the same 15 years of typical. And they already are doing shit that is all, how can I say it? They're already being redundant. They're losing their luster. There's no, we'll see. I'll leave it at that. We'll see. Because Shawn Spears is not doing anything but he's building that relationship. Mm-hmm. He's the only one that has been able to stop him. He's the only one that's the voice of reasoning when MJF pisses off Wardlow. If they like, oh, we developed this cool relationship, like or it could play like this. And Wardlow gets fed up with MJF. Powerbomb Symphony. Boom, boom, boom. 4, right? We get 4 out. Shawn Spears runs up to the ring. Stops Wardlow. Hey, stop going. You gotta go. This, that, and third. Wardlow steps out. He rolls out of the ring and he starts to walk. Shawn Spears is standing there looking at Wardlow as he walks. Wardlow turns around, look at him, just gives him a little nod. Shawn Spears, concerto, walks out with Wardlow. It can go that way. We can see that. We've seen stuff like that that doesn't typically happen like that before. So
Evolution.
Who?
He said Evolution.
Yeah.
No, we gonna. You know what,
Chris? What do you think?
Yeah,
you're just quiet here.
Well, we'll see. We'll see. I ain't trying to get in the middle of this.
Hey, no. We gonna put no. What are you leaning more towards? Cause we gonna keep count of this. We gonna go episode 15.
We will be our accountability buddies.
Yeah.
I don't see Shawn Spears being able to hang with MJF on the mic. That's just me. Or CM Punk.
You said you don't?
I don't see it. So, and you're right. I think Wardlow might need a mouthpiece at first. I have no idea who that would be. I mean, Shawn Spears makes sense, but
what if he just needs a woman? Just a woman to be his valet, to be the person who talks for him.
Okay. So for the record, Chris lean more towards me, even though he don't think it's Shawn Spears. We're gonna come back to
this. Time not at the table. I see you.
Yeah. Yeah, but we're gonna but that has been my big issue with this whole MJF thing. Everything is redundant, everything is recycled. We see how this is gonna go. Win gets to him, it's gonna probably be a loss. CM Punk probably get his first loss to MJF going through it that way. Or it'd be a loss/win like how they did Chris Jericho. Because they cheated him. Yeah. Just like how they cheated him. Just like how they cheated with Shawn Dean.
Hey, whoa. Technically, that wasn't their fault or Shawn Dean's fault. But, I mean, he still has victory over MJF.
That don't count.
A win by DQ is a win nonetheless.
Exactly.
Oh my goodness. He
one of three people.
he got his ass whooped to get that win. It wasn't even him.
First of all, CM Punk just get his ass whooped to win a match?
But it's not the same. It's not the same.
A win is a win as long as they say ding ding and the winner is my name.
Okay. First, let me get this. Captain. I salute you. I'm glad. See, that's some military shit that I don't know about. Yeah, I'm gonna keep that. Yeah, but I salute you and I appreciate you and I'm glad that you are propelling yourself based off of that win that wasn't a win. Because I've been loving your tweets. Captain Shawn Dean, I've been loving your tweets saying that you are one of the pillars because you knocked off. Yeah, we got a shirt and everything. And he was trying to get a shirt that said, I beat you and you know it.
Hey, make that money, bro. Make
that money and shoot your star up. But it didn't count. That was outside with MJF.
Just went up with that victory. Just saying.
It did. Get your money, young man. Get your money.
He has to do a win over. Isn't this the third time he won the diamond ring? Whatever.
Mm-hmm.
He won where no one else has beat him.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Dante couldn't even do it.
Darby couldn't even beat him.
Yeah. Chris Jericho had to get help from Aubrey to beat him.
Exactly. So, the captain won fair and square.
Nah, I won't say that. He didn't. MJF lost. He didn't win. MJF lost. Thanks to punk ass CM Punk. And I told y'all that I hate him, right? I just want to make sure that I said it in this episode that I hate him and this awesome ass song. He is one of the douchiest guys. Even though I did love the way that he was selling for Wardlow, because he looked like, God damn, this guy is big. Like every time, God damn, this guy is big. But
it was a powerbomb party. PBP.
That's what we're gonna call it. PBP.
So I thought the MJF was gonna cost CM Punk his first loss.
Yeah.
Like attack Wardlow.
Yeah, but that would be too on the nose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think MJF did that properly.
I mean the roll up was on the nose too, but
yeah.
I mean, I could see them like maybe doing that again happening.
Yeah. Maybe with the Shawn Spears match next week.
Yeah.
Probably. And if they wait, now y'all just do something else in there. Now if Shawn Spears get hit by MJF, if Shawn Spears get hit by MJF, what is that? That drops that seed there. So I just want to let you know that if that happens, holla at your boy. But no, I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh, MJF did that properly. Going over the top and everything. That wasn't what I was about to say. Fuck it. Forgot it. Moving on.
Moving on to other members of the Pinnacle. FTR. They had a brief little interaction with the first. We had an interaction with Arn Anderson and his son. And they're talking about joining them to become the new Four Horsemen.
Yeah.
So that was funny.
And Dax is like, I'm the son he wish he had. He's like, I'll see you next week, Dad. I was like, oh my God, this guy. Talking out.
So then I know they're going to do like this whole thing, but is Tully and Arn going to get in the ring again? And what are they going to do? Jesus Christ. But then also, I mean, let's bring it back to what we really want to talk about.
Yeah.
Them boys.
The
Briscoe boys.
Them boys. Man.
I've been watching every single one of their videos they put up. They are.
Did you see what FTR posted?
No, I didn't.
One of the Briscoe boys getting knocked out. You talking about that
FTR,
one?
Yeah, I think I posted it on their on the page, on our Twitter page. But FTR came back, and I was just like, I can't wait for this match. I cannot wait for this match.
Yeah,
okay. That brings me into the whole ROH thing, actually. So let's bring this full circle. With ROH right now, they are coming back WrestleMania weekend. They are only focusing on the heavyweight championship for the men and women, or the main championship, and then the tag team championship. All competitors, like Josh Gresham, the Briscoe boys, or whoever else they have under contract, can go and wrestle wherever they want. The only thing is for ROH is that ROH has, they can use that footage of their wrestlers. So as ROH is going on, they'll be showing, like throughout the weeks, they'll be showing matches from different promotions that their superstars have been on. And that's how ROH is getting through up until they relaunch WrestleMania week.
Oh, that's awesome. So it sounds like they actually are about to start putting that as some of their belts as traveling belts. Like how that,
and so how ROH is now doing it is they're primarily indies. So if somebody's available that are like on the indies, they can come in and they can work a match if they want for like how many days that they want. That's how they are primarily running the show. If they aren't the champion, if they're the champion, I believe they would be under some sort of contract.
Okay. Yeah. And I see that being good. I see that being real good. That Forbidden Door is opening, which also goes into the WWE and them opening up the Forbidden Door.
Hold on. Keep talking, but I have a funny little haha from one Britt Breaker. Go ahead.
Yeah. No, but yes. Tell me what is the female champion, the women's knockout champion? Mickie James is going to be in the Royal Rumble. And they are acknowledging her as knockout champion, Mickie James, meaning that they are acknowledging another promotion as they're coming into this whole Forbidden Door thing. So, and the circus down. I mean, this goes closer and closer to My conspiracy theory, man. I said it.
Okay. So, do you want to? No, I'm gonna keep this a little joke for a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I see their forbidden door being, Corey Graves coming off of commentary and coming and joining the match. Which I mean, congratulations to him off of being medically cleared to come back into wrestling.
Okay.
It's always great when someone who didn't think they would ever be able to wrestle again can be able to wrestle again, i.e., Bryan Danielson, Paige, when she does come back, and everybody else. But yeah, no shit. The Forbidden Door. They've been bringing back, especially on the women's side, they've been not really keeping it a secret on who they're bringing back.
Mm-hmm.
Which they're bringing back Lay Cool. Summer Rae, my favorite woman wrestler ever, Glita.
Mm-hmm.
God, I love her. Or Amy Dumas. They haven't really announced anything on the men's side, but how do you feel about them, instead of keeping the people secret, they just go ahead and be like, hey, this is who we have? Do you think that they're just doing that just to get the ratings up? Or
No. I would say it like this. They let the women's side be known, right? Part of that is because their women's division has been in kind of shambles as of late. So they need some type of hype. But what it also done with that, saying, dang, they got an indie promotion, they got another promotion in here, they're doing, okay, this is what we need. This is exciting. Because now what they're doing is thinking, the fans are doing is thinking, hey, who are they going to bring in on the man side? And they have been very quiet on the man side. So
honestly, if they're gonna do the women's like they are, I say they bring up all the people that they are gonna have, like that are the active roster, or for the men's battle royal, and have them showing, and then have the mystery, like the blank spaces for like the men's. So you can see it's like, all right, there'd be this many, and then we can just speculate, there's only going to be 5 mystery people. Who can the mystery people be?
Yeah, and I think that would be cool. Or they just be, they do their little they do their storyline where people are declaring for the Royal Rumble. And so, and then you just realize that, oh shit.
Let me just go by saying this right now. I am declaring myself, CT Brown is declaring himself for the 2022 Battle Royal, seeing that Johnny Knoxville can just do that. So I'm going to announce myself into the 2022 Battle Royal, okay?
Listen, you already know. We knew that something this really was about to happen, but they're promoting the movie. So, but what I'm saying is,
I'm going in and I'm going out. I'm only going to be in there for less than 2 seconds, but no more than 1. I promise you that.
Yeah, he's gonna roll in and roll out. He's not even gonna get up. He's just gonna roll in and roll out, one angle to the other. No, but yeah, I think that if they start declaring like how they are declaring, no matter how wacky it is, people are gonna start to realize that, oh shit, only 25 people actually declared. That means that there's 6 people that are, because it's 32, right? 6. There's only it's gonna be what? 30?
30. 30.
Okay, so it's gonna be 5. So yeah, so 5 people left. Like, so
which also, when do WWE just go ahead and they can't really do that anymore because they don't have too many people. But back like maybe 2-3 years ago, they should have already had like a 50-man battle royal. And they could have did we are having the longest battle royal ever.
I mean,
Yeah.
they did
They
that.
already did it. They did it with 40.
Yeah.
So why not do it with 50?
I mean, yeah, but
Because they fired everybody.
yeah, they did.
Well,
But here's the thing.
that being said, let's just you said it. Let's
Segue.
just go by what Britt Baker said. Britt Baker says WWE doesn't need a forbidden door since they release so much talent.
Yeah.
Can you lie?
No, she ain't. But but this is but like I said, if they do that and they leave with 25 people and they got 5 people, you already know 2 is going to be a legend. There's going to be 2 legends, probably one comedic thing.
Booker T.
Booker T is definitely probably going to be in it, and he's going to get his ass whooped and get kicked out. I can't stand him right now. But
What? Don't you
Yeah,
ever disrespect the Godfather?
okay, listen. When you allow your money to dictate what it is that you're saying, yeah, I lose a little bit of respect for you. So, and now, but anyway,
I'm never going to be able to go to his show in Houston anymore.
man, I'll be there. I could buy a ticket. But
Yeah,
anyway,
kick your ass, boy. Stop.
Hey, I got a ticket. It'll be like the whole Chris Jericho thing. He'll get kicked out of his own promotion. I got a ticket. But anyway, I ain't worried about him.
Stop.
But yeah, so that means, and I think that they are probably going to get Matt Cardona to actually be there. I think that if they did something, I swear to you, that'll be he's one of the.
Moose.
I think an Impact or Impact person is going to be there, but I think there's going to be like one of those super indie names who's been keeping quiet. I'm just going to be doing my promotions. If Matt Cardona comes,
I honestly think that if you are NXT like champion, you should be able to be into the Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
Is Braun Breaker in the Royal Rumble?
I have a feeling Braun Breaker will be in the Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
I can see that. Is there anything?
And Carmelo Hayes. But this time when he shoot, he will miss. Sorry.
We do have to give a shout out to Jungle Boy Luchasaurus for winning the championship, tag team champion.
We did that?
No, we didn't. This is the first episode since then. Yeah.
Congratulations. Congratulations to you.
I guess those are the lyrics because nobody else really knows them.
Oh no, I'm not trying not to get copyrighted, so don't copy me.
But that's what I'm saying. You might get copyrighted because those literally could be the lyrics because nobody knows them. But no, yeah, shout out to them, and I think that this is going to be one of the more darker serious tag team champions that goes on because they're gunning for them like. The tag team roster is gunning for them like shit sweet.
After they won, all of them came out and it was like, okay, overkill.
Nah, that's because people think that Luchasaurus and Jungle Boy is they sweet.
Ooh, sweet.
Yeah, they cotton candy sweet, and they gonna there's gonna be like a bloodbath. I feel it coming. Speaking of that, AEW Marco might get released, which is why they stopped saying Jurassic Express and start saying Luchasaurus and Jungle Boy. I don't know if anybody noticed that.
I did. I was like, wait.
Granted, Marco Stunt's a cool dude. He wasn't really getting used. He was just there to get beat up and get thrown around. And with AEW, I heard they don't unless people really get in trouble or whatnot, they're not going to release talent midway through the contract. They're just going to have them go through the contract and they're just not going to re-sign them. Which, I mean, shit, cool. If they're going to do it that way, then hey, at least you know that you got some steady income coming. Yeah, I don't know what else to say. I know he's going to find some work He used to work at MLW when I was up there for some time.
And
He's worked at a lot of indie events, and he's well liked within the indie. So he's definitely going to be able to get work. So
yeah, and I don't really know that they're gonna let him go. I mean, that's just a rumor because he's actually haven't been around because he was trying out for was preparing for The Voice. So yeah,
okay,
yeah, because he's a musician too. So
yep,
Okay.
all right,
Good luck to him.
Well, that is I guess all of AEW. Our AEW takes. We haven't got to WWE yet.
I mean, we talked about the Royal Rumble and we talked about the Forbidden Door. Pritchard is running NXT now. Nobody's really surprised about that. Everybody is upset about that. Is any big thing besides Pritchard? Oh, William Regal.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
How can you forget? He has been released along with Samoa Joe. Pretty much all of Triple H's like immediate core that like everybody's like, oh, when Triple H takes over, he has everybody set. They're all gone. So I mean,
Road Dogg too.
Yeah, Road Dogg's gone too. So it's weird times within the WWE. Honestly, like who knows what's going to happen? Which then also leads to their lawsuit that they have. MLW, which is Major League Wrestling, they've have a lawsuit against them saying that because of them, they've lost work with Vice TV, that Vince McMahon called them Vice TV to get them to stop promoting them or whatnot, that Triple H called other people to get them to not work with them. And this is all allegedly, let's say that. But this is something that the WWE has done many of times to get promotions not to work in like MSG or certain arenas. So why wouldn't the WWE do something like that? Honestly, I believe it.
Yeah.
And the WWE has like no real. They really don't have a leg to stand on. Seeing that they've done like that, their whole taking over territories. So you only have so much to stand on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nah, I have nothing on that because I think WWE's been doing stuff like that for years. So.
Yep.
Hate to see it.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So
it ain't competition.
Yes, competition is good. Don't be a jerk and monopolize stuff.
All right.
But okay. Anything else that we should talk about?
Nah, that's it.
All right. So I guess I will talk about our indie worker of the week. I'll try to get this done. His name is Samuel C. He's been working for 8 years. He's the society changer. He was born hearing disabled. His favorite wrestler is Randy Orton. Promotions where he can be found is Division Pro Wrestling, Generation Championship Wrestling, IWA, Florida Wrestling, Tampa Bay Pro Wrestling, Extreme Global Championship Wrestling, Spirit Pro Wrestling. His signature move is the Society Neckbreaker and Society Kick, which is the Claymore Kick, but in a way that is more like him. He is a former two-time WWE Cruiserweight Champion, a former Tampa Bay Pro Tag Team Champion, a former Division Pro Lightweight Champion, and right now he's holding the Extreme Global Social Media Television Championship. You can find him on Instagram and Twitter under Real Samuel C, and his Facebook is Samuel Connor. On TikTok, you can find him under Real Samuel _C, and on YouTube, Samuel C, the Society Changer. His Gmail is samuelconnors352@gmail.com if you want to get a hold of him. And we will be putting all of this in the description underneath the video, and we will be posting pictures and highlights of him on our Instagram and Twitter. With that, we love you. Goodbye, adios, sayonara, because we only have less than 30 seconds left. So, Artie, you got the rest of the time.
All right. Love you. Want you to keep doing what you're doing, and that is watching wrestling. All right. Peace.